Welcome back to Asinine Radio, a weekly podcast where we talk about music, and, well, that's pretty much it. So, let's go! Quiet haze. Hey.
Is that the start of a Tool song? Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Well, I have no idea. This is Asinine Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into a different band, different artist, and we break down one of the records, get into the music, lyrics, how it was made, and everything in between. My name is Tyler. We're out there hundreds of miles away is Jeff. Skip, friend of the pod Skip from jolly old England is here as well.
Thousands
to do
of
Silversun
miles
Pickups.
away.
Billions of
Thousands.
miles, even.
Yes.
Million.
And he came on to do Silversun Pickups and their third record, Swoon, from 2009. So we're going to get into that, initial thoughts, origin story, all that good stuff. But so let's just get started. Let's get into our origin story with Silversun Pickups. We'll start with Jeff, then Skip, then myself. And let's get into it. What do you got, Jeff? Go. Origin story. Go.
Lazy Eye. Lazy Eye was big when it came out. I did like that one. That was a cool song. Guitar Hero picked it up, and a lot of other video games picked it up. And they were kind of like, indie kids, and they were big, and other bigger indie bands were also popular at the time. And it was fine even then, and I think it's even less fine now, I guess. I don't know. That's about it.
Okay.
I still don't care that much. Didn't care back 20 years ago. I don't care now.
Very good. Very good. What do you got, Skip? Origin story.
I've mentioned this origin story before on the pod. I used to do weekly student radio back when I was 18, 19, and I got around not being a student by being the weekly special guest. And every week there was a special guest, and every week it was me. And the show was presented by the guy before us. We kind of already got on. We realised we were playing a lot of the same music, so it became a really giant, long show. It's a guy, former friend of the pod, Charlie, and we don't hang out anymore. But at one point we were really close. So I played bass in a couple of his bands, and one of the bands he introduced me to was Silversun Pickups. So I bought Pycore, went to the record store, and I bought Canavas on vinyl. And then we went to go see them on the Swoon tour when Swoon came out, and I went to see them a couple of times in Birmingham and London. And then when Neck of the Woods came out, I just stopped listening. As I said in the Rankings episode, if you missed it, go listen. It's a great listen. 56 minutes of your life. You will get it back. I will tell you a secret, guys. I'll make it perfectly clear. There's no secrets this year.
That's true. It's a good point.
Yeah.
All right, my origin story. My origin story is Tower Records. I don't remember ever hearing them before that. I was working there when Carnivas came out, and it was really popular. A lot of people were buying the CD when it came out, and we would play it in the store all the time because one of the girls really liked the album. So it was just always around when I was working there. And so that's my origin story. I thought it was cool. I mean, I liked Lazy Eye a lot. I thought the band was cool. It was different. I didn't mind listening to it at the store, but it didn't really hit home to me until Swoon came out. Swoon I really fucking liked, but that was 3 years later. So that's my origin story. Tower Records, the old record store. But yeah, there you go. Origin story. Let's get into initial thoughts. Talk about any bangers. If we have any stinkers, we'll get into that as well. But yeah, first impressions on the album Swoon from 2009. What do you guys got? Go.
When you say you guys, just like up for grabs, or do you want to?
Well, I mean, we can do the order. Jeff, Skip, then myself. I mean, I thought that kind of went without
little
saying.
lovers, we will be so polite. So Jeff will go first, and then I'll go next.
First impression of this record is exactly what I thought it was going to sound like, and I did not like this at all the first time I heard it. And my opinion has not changed that much, I guess. Listening to it several times this week. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't care, dude. The shit's not good.
You just don't give a shit about this band. It's so funny.
At all.
It's gonna be a fun one. My first impressions. So this was I got this as a new record. I was familiar with the band, as I've said. I picked up Pycore and Carnivas before. They share a producer, Carnivas, and this with Dave Cooley, but it's quite very clear. Like this is where they start to deviate from that shoegaze sound. Different stylistic choices. The biggest changes, is the swap from the hollow body Sheraton Epiphone guitar wise to a Fender Jaguar, and this is the only record he plays the Jag on, as far as I'm aware, which has a much hotter, harsher tone than the hollow bodies. So we instantly get a much harder guitar tone and a shift to more alternative rock as opposed to shoegaze. So a lot of people make the lazy eye comparison to Smashing Pumpkins, which I guess we will reference throughout this episode. And this, to me, this is the Pumpkins sounding record, even though they've had Butch Vig produced records after, which blew my little brain. I didn't even realise. But with that Jaguar alt rock sound, that Fender sound, and Chris's drums, and the change in how Chris's drums are recorded. So, as I said in the Rankings episode, in Carnivas they're really loud. It's a loose snare. It's really big, and you got that like that you can hear the chains are loose. This is a much tighter snare sound, but they're way more buried in the mix overall. It's a bit like Francis the Mute compared to Amputecture. The drums are toned down and they're used as a texture as opposed to a counterpoint. In my opinion, to the detriment of the record, but we'll get onto that. And the interesting thing about this record is they had the album title before the songs were written. They had it written on a whiteboard in the studio. It's going to be called Swoon. So it's not a concept record, but there's an idea, there's an overriding theme to this album. And this is where the strings, they're unpical strings and stuff, but this is where they were like, we're going to be more orchestral. There's a lot more emphasis across this record on the strings and stuff, and then we use this part of the composition. So this is the start of the change from the shoegaze to an alt rock sound. And my overall thing is I don't have any stinkers. I have 6 bangers, and I will say it's a top-heavy record. I'm going with that.
Yeah. My first impressions, this is definitely a different tone from the first 2 records, or EP and first record. It's certainly heavier, like you said. A big reason for that is because the guitar is being used and all that. Just the songs though are just a little bit more aggressive in general too. The song "Panic Switch," it is probably the heaviest song they've ever put out. I would say. But also, what I love about this record is just the looping bass lines, the looping bass and drum beat as well. It's all over this fucking record, and then as in subsequent records, they just kind of stopped doing that more and more and more. But I think that was, to me, that what they were doing with all the looping was what makes this record and makes them unique, and it gives them their own identity. I feel that's how I feel about it. I have no stinkers either on this one. I agree with you, Skip. It is top heavy for sure. Not to say the later songs are bad, but it is top heavy, and I have 6 bangers. I'm with you. I got 6 bangers on this one too.
Oh, that's cool.
So
might even be the same ones.
I mean, probably, honestly.
I have 2 bangers. Okay, I have 2.
That's it.
I have 2.
And I know Panic Switch is not one of them.
Panic Switch is not a banger for me. When you say it's top heavy, that assumes like there are a lot of bangers in the top part. I have 1 in the top. Like I don't understand.
Well, okay, then I'm curious. What's your favorite song on here?
The fucking song that Skip's been talking about this entire 3 hours we've been doing this fucking thing.
There's no
the
secrets
Smashing
this year.
Pumpkins cover, essentially. There's no secrets this year.
Yeah. Okay, that's my second banger, number 2B for me. But let's get into this then. What do you got, Jeff? Some thoughts on this one?
What number is this for you, Skipples?
It's my 1B.
Yeah, of course. Smashing Pumpkins song.
Yeah.
This is a fucking Smashing Pumpkins song through and through, right? Like, come on. Are we not?
It's a very Pumpkins.
We've alluded to it earlier
song.
and danced around it, but like, come on, bro. It's fucking. This is
Honestly,
a Smashing Pumpkins song.
I hear a lot of Muse on this one too. A lot of Muse with that guitar.
I love Muse.
The guitar line is very Muse.
So when this record came out, it was the same week, because I used to review records, that we got given The Resistance by Muse, and I was like, oh, this is so much better record. But like, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, The Resistance is not a very good record.
Ooh, it is not. Anyway, carry on.
No, this is cool. I think all over this record, there's rad guitar tones. I like how his guitar sounds, and some songs I really like how his guitar sounds. there are parts where I was like, damn, I wish, like you talk about the looping bass line, like, okay, it's not very fun. It's not very inventive. It's a boring fucking bass line. I wish there was more from her. Drums are always cool. He's always doing something that's exciting and fun. But no matter what, we always get back to, like, dude, Brian just ruins every fucking song that he's in because he's so uninteresting. He has nothing to say. I didn't like any of these lyrics. None of these, I was reading like, oh, that was actually pretty fucking good. Minus one line. My favorite line in this entire record will come later in Substitution. But otherwise, I didn't like any of his lyrics. I thought they were boring. I thought they were just like, whatever. The song kind of just dictates what he's talking about. Or the song title dictates what he's talking about mostly. Boring. But it's cool. It's catchy enough. Like, there's little harmonic touches here in the back of the chorus in this song, and I think that was cool. I think it's just Joe on keys doing it. But it's cool. Fills up a little bit of space. But, man, that ending of this song, that is just not my cup of tea. That My Bloody Valentine shit, fuck off, dude. It's a good transition into Royal. I get it. I understand its placement, good sequencing, but I just don't like that shit.
Oh,
that's fair.
The going into your swoon thing.
Yeah. It's silly. That last part is silly.
Ugh.
I feel like that's just like it's not even. I don't really count it as part of the song. It's just that was the kind of thing they came up with as like the idea for the record. I mean, I hear the muse that you're saying, like that chuggy, delayed guitar riff is instantly much more hard rock. It's a very different guitar sound, as I already said. But there's some really nice high chords as well. And it's at the heart of it. This is the sunny pop song. It is reminiscent of Corgan at his like breezy melodic best. You know, when he wasn't having to try really hard to be a guitar genius. It's like, mate, when you just wrote songs, they were good. And it's super catchy. As I've been quoting it all bloody evening, that melody, and then that riff that comes up a couple of times in the middle or in the end. That's gnarly, man. And the drums, they just really propel it forward.
It's busy, man.
It's way more spacious. It's busy, but it's way more spacious than Carnivass. It hasn't got that like fuzzy shoegazeness. It's quick tempo. It doesn't feel 5.5 minutes, which is, you know, you cannot say for a lot of their songs.
It doesn't.
It just.
Yep.
It
Absolutely.
It happens. It's a banger. Great way to start a record. It's poppy.
Yeah,
it's fun. It's 90s alt rock basically.
It is, like you said, very, very Pumpkins. Some great harmonies too. Like they're kind of subtle, but there's some really good shit in there with the vocal harmonies. And I'll say it, like with the synth and all that. I thought they just did a great job, like just filling in the gaps and just making this like expansive sound sometimes, especially when shit drops into choruses. And I would kind of compare it to something like the Deftones, like where Frank Delgado is such an important part of the Deftones, but people don't talk about him enough. And, you know, I would compare them to Deftones in that sense, that the whole soundscape part of the band or the songs is a lot more important than people understand or people think. Right, Jeff?
Dude, this is stupid. This is like, are you playing a joke on me? Is this a fucking joke? Are you joking my ass right now?
No, I
like
don't joke.
Like they're filling up space. Yeah, because no one ever shuts the fuck up. Because Brian never stops fucking singing. He never shuts his goddamn mouth. He does use high chords and they're beautiful and angelic, but he never stops doing it. Okay? And the drummer's always busy doing something. And then why do you even have a keyboardist in this fucking band? Like, who cares? You don't need him there to fill up space. There's no space left to fill up. It's already done. Good God. Like the Deftones. Like, you have all these guys in the band just making fucking noise and none of it is interesting. This is like, I think this is why people believe in like simulation theory, because this is crazy to me. This is truly crazy to me.
I'm not saying this is like a perfect record or anything like that.
Because it's not.
I know it's not. I'm not saying.
Like, it's wild. But yes, like the Deftones, this is fucking boring and uninventive. This is like Jabba fucking shit-talking Leia when she pulls out the thermal detonator, right? And he's like, fearless and inventive. But this is the opposite of that. This is not fearless and this is not inventive.
Okay. Dang, man.
Anger.
Lyrically too, I didn't really care for the lyrics at all on this record. I thought they were just fine. Just a lot of it was about just like anxiety or breakups and you know, just paranoia. That's what most of the songs were about, at least my interpretations of them.
Same.
So I don't think it was anything
Not
anything
fun
bizarre.
wordplay.
And like
Yeah.
like a one night stand gone really wrong, which there's a couple of songs which we'll get to in the bangers where I'm like, oh, that's clearly about where please be my girlfriend, and she's like, nah, I don't care.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So
All been there.
so that's your guys' number one. My favorite song
100%.
on here. What? What'd you say, Skip?
Yeah, that's my number one. Yeah,
Okay.
100%.
Yeah. So my number one is Panic Switch. So
It's
I
my
know Jeff
2B.
hates this one. I don't know why he hates it so much. I really don't. I'm curious. Why do you hate this song so much?
Okay, so I think it starts off incredible. That fucking line is amazing. I think it's badass. But I can't help but think like, fuck, dude. All I want to hear now is just Arctic Monkeys. I want to get into it. But instead we get this like rad fucking line with this dope drum beat and this fuzzed out guitar, and then it backs yet another stupid, boring, uninventive vocal delivery. And it's just, I think it's a waste. I think it's a waste of a perfectly good line.
Okay, that's
Difference
fine.
in the vocals, like between Carnivas, Pykel, and Swoon, I've mentioned the rankings, and Jeff's clear. He stops straining, he starts singing in his natural register, and it does become repetitive, and he's never gone out of it, and it is clear. I don't know if he had polyps or something else, so he stopped doing that, but it's very clear that, like, yeah, he becomes much more trained but dull as a vocalist, and I would agree. But Panic Switch is my 2B for sure. Like,
Yeah,
it's a
it's-
great song.
I get the appeal though. I do. I understand it, and there are things here like, so for instance, I like, there is a melody in the chorus somewhat. At least the singing gait drives like the weak melody forward, and you can kind of get behind that, right? It's easy to kind of sing along to, even though I don't think it's a very strong melody, but because it's such a dancey beat, it's such a fun, definitely mid 2000s kind of indie alt rock thing. That's fun, and I do like how frantic the song is, but it kind of slows down in the chorus, and Brian is the one to go faster in the chorus. I do like that contrast. So there are cool things that I think conceptually they could have done a lot better, but at least
you
they
just
did
hate the vocals
something.
so much.
Because I just don't find them interesting, and I think this is an interesting song. But honestly, dude, his vocals are the worst. They're the worst part of this band. It's leaps and bounds
Which
by far.
I would agree with you on that. Yeah, his vocals are definitely the worst part of the band.
Can't even.
But I
stand
don't-
The
it.
best part of this vocal is when Nikki comes in the harmonies with the waiting and fading and floating.
But she just sounds like him.
away.
They just
Yeah,
sound the
because
same.
Harmony, at
because he
least.
yeah, it is harmony, but yeah, no, I get it. And also because Brian sings so high, like he has a very unique voice, that's for sure. But it's
No, he doesn't.
It's just
No, it
come
doesn't.
on,
No, he
Not
fucking
unique.
does.
You
Jim
don't think
Atkins
so?
did this shit fucking almost a decade before this guy. What the
Well,
fuck are you talking about?
I-
Matt
come
Pryor
on.
sings like this. Kevin Devine,
Matt
like,
Pryor
are you
doesn't-
talking?
no, they
Get
don't
the fuck
sing
out
like
of
that.
here.
They don't have the same kind of tone as him. No, they
They
don't.
can
They may
all sing like this. No, this is not unique in any way, shape, or form.
Okay,
No,
all right.
Emo been doing this stuff for at least almost 10 years before he did it. Not to say like he's not unique.
think-
It
I
is
think just
unique
as-
to sing like this, but don't say that he's like the only person to fucking sound like this, because that's not
no,
true.
I'm just saying his voice is unique. His voice sounds
It's like
different. It
Claudio
doesn't.
from
Yeah.
Coheed. There's a bit of that in there as well.
He,
It's
there's
just a
Claudio
guy
Sanchez all
singing
over this
high, man.
fucking guy, dude. Absolutely.
No, I don't hear the Claudio.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
No, I don't hear that.
Oh, it's
No,
all over
no.
there.
You've already proven yourself that you're through your rankings. Whatever your opinion you have on this record is already fucking a moot point anyway. Because
You put physical
ridiculous
thrills on
fucking
number 2, man. You
rankings.
don't know shit.
Absolutely.
There's the abuse. There it is.
Yeah, Panic Switch, man. I can't get behind this. I just can't get behind this song. I'm sorry. And I think like at its core, what I like and possibly all three of us like is like that's a fucking dope riff. But
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
the Arctic
I
Monkeys,
think
just
this
like
is,
their first
this
record,
is
did
why
it all over.
Tyler
It's better.
likes it. It's the most rock song on the album. It's the opposite
is,
single.
yeah.
There's that nagging reverb riff. There's a slightly rushed vocal that Jeff kind of alluded to. There's a paranoia on it. There's loads of little guitar squiggles. It's very Smashing Pumpkins, bro. What? And there's kind of actually some violent imagery, which is not something they do very often. You know, with do your fingers itch or your pistol whipped. It's quite dark. It's claustrophobic, but it is wrapped in this kind of blissy pop melody, which is the thing that Pumpkins used to do. When Billy wrote songs, as opposed to Pro Tools. So,
And I get it.
You know,
You have a female vocalist there, and she provides harms. Okay, cool, whatever. But we're not going to sit here and act like, oh, dude, her harms are so great. Okay, he could have just done the same exact thing, and you never would have known the fucking difference. So don't say her harms are great. We can just say the harms are great, right? We don't need to say hers because they sound the fucking same.
Great. I mean, there's a flip side to this song. Is that you can see this is where they flipped to that pop rock direction, which obviously did not work. I think we can all agree that a lot of the albums after this, they fucking fell off a cliff. And this is the signpost to it. But it is a banger. It's my 2B. I'm not gonna move from that. It's a great fucking nice old rock song.
I'm gonna die on this.
I don't.
On that one. Yeah.
I don't. Hey, that's on the no list. We don't say that. We don't say that.
That's fucking both of you guys.
Well, we don't say I'm with Tyler. Okay, I'll never agree with Tyler again.
I should be on the yes list.
I don't mind the vocals. I really don't mind the vocals. I don't think they're as bad as
music in general. Of course, you don't mind the fucking vocals.
Okay.
Surprise. Spoilers, right?
So Panic Switch, my number 1. Let's get into your guys' 2B then. Or
what's my 2B?
Yeah, yours. So what's your 2B? What's your second favorite song, Joe?
The only other banger here, and I did say it earlier when I said my favorite line of this entire record was on it, but Substitution. Substitution.
Oh, that did not make a banger.
That is my 6B. Yeah,
okay.
That's almost not a banger.
Almost not a banger.
Is it because it sounds like it could be on Pikel? Is that why you like it? 'Cause that's why I like it.
Here, there's several reasons. So I want to start with the line too. The opening line is, "There's a vulture perching right off screen. It's bitter and whispers chaotic things." Fucking sick line, dude.
That's great.
I think that's so goddamn cool. It's so fucking good. And I'm reading through all the songs, like, dude, this guy is not that great. And then the opening line hooked me, instantly hooked me. And the rest of the song, kind of whatever. Long draw, long open. I like that. Very power move. I respect it. I do it sometimes when Tyler's talking because he talks nonsense.
He's written some terribly clunky lyrics, hasn't he?
They are. They're just not. I don't find them interesting. I find them very superficial, and not like I'm a fucking lyricist. I'm no Bob Dylan over here, nothing like that. But I don't find them interesting. But I do dig this song a lot. I guess mostly it's because it has a clarity feel to it. It's a little indie. It's a little pop punk. It's a little emo. But man, I love these verses, dude. Especially that third verse. That's my favorite. He gets a little more varied in his vocal delivery. It's a little more interesting, a little more strained. He's actually doing something instead of just doing the whisper singing with the mic turned up as loud as he possibly fucking can. But also, this one that it just got better with me when I put my cans on. There's like really cool noodling. 100%. There's really cool harms. I don't know who's doing it because they sound the same. But there's really cool harms. There's really cool key parts in the back that just kind of build the song up into something that's just, it's bigger, yes, in the sense that this whole record is that, but it's just more interesting. There are things going on that are contrasted, right? We're not following the melody. We're kind of hitting the root note here or there. It's fun. It's fun.
Okay, good. I thought this was
was the most.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tyler, after you.
No, continue. No, continue. Go.
I said this is to me the most straightforward song on the album in terms of it's less textured, it's more stripped down. That riff, it does hiken back to Pikel in that sense, and got guitar tone. And it's not as strong as some of the material on Pikel, I'm going to say that, but it's got a breezy quality again, and yeah, that lyric is it's the best lyric on the record. I agree, Jeff. And it kind of the vibe, the meaning behind it is, I said one night stands or longing after someone. It's that he doesn't want to be substituted, that he wants to be the number one in this person's life, and there's lots that repeats the phrase "I'm sorry," and it's she's just I can't. Sorry, you're not that person for me. You are the substitution. You don't want to come off the bench, but yeah, you're just not going to be that. You're the marionette. You're the I'm the vulture. I'm preying on you. I'm just not interested. And it's
so earnest.
It's quite a shallow record for all the texture. It's quite shallow lyrically. This is one of the deeper lyrics, and it's a really nice palate cleanser because it's towards the end of the album, and it is quite straightforward, and that's quite nice and refreshing. And it's there's the band that I liked. It's cool.
Okay,
it's fun. It's
probably why I like it so much
song.
then, because it definitely it definitely is like a Pikel song and less like a Swoon song.
Yes, it's the least swoony track on this record. It's the most straightforward song. That's my feeling.
Definitely, yeah. Most straightforward, most indie, alt rock sounding song on the entire record. It's stripped down more than any other song on this record. So I get it. It does make sense if you like the EP. If you like Pikel more, I get it. I don't think the bass really does anything. She doesn't really stand out as much as she does on the other songs on this record, which is fine. I mean, you don't have to stand out in every song, but it's really just kind of follows along with whatever the guitar is doing. It's not kind of noodling, doing its own unique bass line. But yeah, Substitution's cool. It's a cool song, but it's not a banger for me. Just didn't make the banger.
That's okay.
List.
You both are obviously
6
wrong about
beats,
this band.
so-
You're wrong about this rankings, and now you're wrong about the song.
Just so mad
My
about this
least
band.
Bangery banger.
The least bangery banger.
I feel like
That's Jeff Dunn.
I feel like Jeff is feeling how I felt last week with what we did on the podcast. I'll just spoil it for you, Skip. I don't care. We did Butthole Surfers last week,
Oh yeah.
and
Oh, you
I
did them.
I hated it. I fucking hated the Butthole Surfers, and it was a miserable listen through. And then I almost gave up like 3 times on it. I'm like, I just can't fucking do this. Yeah, I just couldn't fucking do it. So I kind of feel where Jeff is coming from, because if he's just not into it, I get that feeling, because I felt exactly like that last week.
This is more.
But-
I don't know, because I'm not a huge fan of them either. This is more like I almost like the Panic at the Disco episode, where you fucking hated it so much. But I love
that too,
love that record. I don't feel that you like this record as much as I like that Panic record.
That's true. Yeah. That's a really good point too.
So I don't know if we've had a record like this, where I don't know, what is he doing over there?
I don't know. I never know what he does. But
Oh no, Lindsay's come downstairs. That's all.
Well, we're in trouble. He's in trouble. He can get fucked up.
It's fine.
It'd be funny if she walked in and just fucking like socked him in his head or something.
It could happen. It could happen.
we see domestic abuse live.
Oh, I just laugh.
Live on the pod.
Oh my god, that'd be funny. That's not funny. Don't laugh at that at all.
No.
All right.
We'll get banned.
So my second favorite song was "There's No Secrets This Year." So I guess we could just Skip and I could just kind of get into our favorite, few
we
more
can
of our
just go
favorite
for it.
songs, and then
Yeah,
Jeff can talk about how much why he hated
what's
it.
your freebie, Tyler? Yeah,
Yeah.
what's your freebie?
Growing old is getting old. I
my
love this
4B.
song.
Let's get into
Yeah,
it.
there's
I
also
love
like
it.
nostalgia with this one too. Like this whole record, there's a lot of nostalgia with this one. Certain people I was hanging out with at the time, we listened to this record a lot. Not you,
Ooh.
Jeff. I didn't fucking listen to this
Ooh.
record with you.
Who are
Just
you
other
hanging out
people I
listening to
was-
shit? Who?
People I was hanging out with,
Who?
other people. It doesn't matter who.
Who?
It doesn't matter who. I was just other
Act
people
like I don't
was
know
hanging out
every
with.
goes out.
fucking
He
person you
doesn't
didn't
hang
hang
out
out
with
with.
Somebody I was when Tammy and I were broken up. Somebody I was dating
Oh.
between yeah. So we would listen to this record a lot. And she really liked this band, and so there's just a lot of nostalgia here.
So you didn't even like this band. You just liked it.
No,
Dude,
but I
that
do like
makes
it.
even
I do like
worse.
this. No, I do like this record. I think it's a solid
You liked
record.
it by
I think-
osmosis.
No.
Fucking poser.
But I do love the looping bass line. I'm a sucker for that shit. I don't know why. It reminds me a lot on this song. It reminds me a lot of "I Will Possess Your Heart" from Death Cab for Cutie.
Yes.
The echo,
very
all that
Death
echo
Cab-y
on the
song.
guitar. Yeah, and all the echo on the guitar reminds me of like The Edge from U2 or Angels and Airwaves. You know, very, very much just super fucking that delay and echo right there.
Really twinkly. Yeah.
Yeah, very, very much so. And there's just this like really cool slow build as the song goes on, because it's a long song too. I think it's like 5 minutes long, but there's just like slow synth build through the entire song. And then over halfway through, the distortion really kicks in, and it just kind of gets loud and fucking rad, man. I like this song a lot. I don't care. What do you think, Skip? And then I want to know Jeff's
I'm
negative
sorry.
thoughts on it.
I'm
I
watching
got
Jeff's
him.
face. No, I mean absolutely. Like it's such a lovely looping, like a loping bass loop, and like that fundamental T-bird sound, which I touched on in the rankings, and it's so cleanly recorded as well. Like you can almost hear the pick scrape. It's really like raw, and there's a twinkly guitars, and it slowly builds, and the vocals do take center stage, but it kind of works here. And the lyric in Substitution at Opening is my favourite lyric, but this is my favourite set of lyrics, I think, on the whole album, because it sort of, it's reflecting on how it tells the story of how old age starts off as a drag. It's getting old, which is a great pun. Growing old is getting old, and then as the song moves forward, it progresses towards accepting that we don't, like, not fearing death. You know, that don't be afraid of the cold. You know, that's like, and which does mirror real life, like conversations that I've had with people, like my grandparents in particular. I can remember, like, my mum's mum having that conversation. She's just been like, you know what, I'm tired, I'm done, I'm ready to move on. And I was very privileged, not get too heavy, but I was in the room with her and got to sit with her while she passed, which is a very strange feeling when you watch someone
That's
die.
wild.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
We were just talking about that too. Weird.
There we go. Serendipitous. And then that turnaround where it goes from that loping bass line to the that hard bass slide, and then the guitars get more aggy, and it is like where the mind switches from, you know what, this is shit, we're getting old, everything hurts, to, you know, we're ready, we're going to move on, you know, don't be afraid of the silence, don't be afraid of the cold. It's a moment, it is a moment of tension release. You don't even realise the tension's building. You get drawn in, and the guitars get hard and aggressive, and he's strumming a higher riff, and then that final third really is about embracing death and what comes after, and don't be afraid, and it crescendos, and it's weird because it's a totally different sound to Carnivas, but it occupies that melancholic space, that dreamlike state that Carnivas fills. So it's a throwback, but it's of the record, so it's a really unique song, and it's very SSPU, loping bass lines, guitars, but like just a really intelligent set of lyrics. He's not trying to be scattershot and impressionistic. He's just been like, this is real life shit, and that's quite deep for this record.
Yeah, it's
good.
true.
That's
good.
it.
Great.
Very good. So what do you got, Jeff? What are your thoughts on this one?
I'll start with the pauses, okay? Because there are pauses. Dude, sick line. Fucking sick line. I could see this groove, like, unfolding into just a dope Modest Mouse song. It's an amazing line. I love it. Do. That's fucking awesome. It's very ethereal. It's very cool.
Yeah.
I dig, like, the clean guitar into the line. Everything is set up to be really big, even though it's not kind of like playing out big. I don't think the weight was worth it. I think what it unfolds into is like, oh yeah, I could see that. That's pretty typical. That's whatever. That's a dime a dozen, especially in the 2005 era when a lot of indie bands were doing this same exact sound. Fucking Snow Patrol, Blackwood Party, they're all doing the same fucking thing. Whatever. But also, like, dude, if you want to know how to, like, unfold a bass line, and like, it doesn't have to unfold into something huge and chaotic and wild, but if you want to know how to, like, take a good bass line, and then how do we, like, extrapolate 4 minutes out of it. Circus Survive, man. Circus Survive can take a fucking killer bass line and create an entire song. I create an entire universe based around one bass line. This isn't it, dude. This is just not it. Based. This is just not it. I'm sorry. It's not.
Okay.
And his singing is butt, bro. His singing is ass in this.
I thought his vocals sounded really good with like the ethereal feel of the entire song. I thought it fit
he
really
sounds
well.
spooky.
Yeah, he's
and
spooky.
I sing all spooky, and I go a little bit lower and sing spooky.
You like theatre kid stuff, Jeff.
Okay,
Why
dude.
I know why. I don't know why.
Because
you
he's not.
hate
He's
it
just
so
a
much.
fucking dork, dude. He's like Chino, man. There's a bunch of fucking nerds that like.
And Brendan Urie isn't a
But
giant
Brendan
fucking
Urie
theater dork.
is a theater kid. These are just fucking posers, man, who are like trying to like pretend they know something. Like the Deftones, they're just posers. Like, hey, we found this untapped market, and now they just did it in the 2000s. Fucking hell.
Okay. All right, bud.
It's like
All
the
right,
secret
bud.
society of just like shit music that the Deftones passed it towards the Silversun Pickups, and Silversun Pickups took it and probably passed it to like Tame Impala or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, Tame Impala
Ass.
is a band I don't get either. I don't get that band.
You should get it because
People
you like
fucking love 'em.
garbage, and they're garbage.
Oy vey. All right, so since we're done with this song, because Jeff had another meltdown,
Dude, I can shit talk every single other one of these songs. Pick your poison.
which is fun because
Pick your fucking poison.
Skip and I could start why we like it, and then your rebuttal is it's kind of
This
speaking
band,
for
this
for a
band
good
is like
episode.
when you hear stories of like an art gallery and someone submits like an AI piece of art and everyone stands around like, oh my god, look at the colors and this is so fucking good. And the guy's like, gotcha, it's AI, and everyone feels like an asshole. That's what this fucking band is. You guys can sit
Okay.
around and talk about, oh, this is so good. Oh,
Wow.
the nuance of this. Like, bro, this is fucking dumb as shit.
All right, so Skip, what's your number 3? Or did we go over your number? I don't even know. I'm so
No,
lost.
we got 3B is the Royal We.
The Royal We, second
Royal We.
track, of course.
That's my 6B. 6B.
I like the orchestral sound.
Okay.
Go ahead. Say your good things and I'll
Go
shit on it
Skip,
later.
Jeff. This is the most string-driven song on the record. It's coming straight in at track 2, and it's hammering home that this is very different to Carnivas. It's very different. The strings on this track are almost actually in place of guitar, particularly the use of cello. You know, the dun 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 riff at the end. You know, the Royal We kind of reminded me like how strings are used in like Eleanor Rigby. I'm not comparing it to the Beatles, but it's like use of strings instead of guitar. There's a sense of grandeur. It's like trying to be, you know, it's like it's almost like oh, we're a major label band, even though it was on the same label. It's like that sense. And I guess the grandeur is deliberate with the song title. You can't call a song royal and not have a sense of grandiosity. There's lots of micro tensions in releasing this song. I think the song it does sprawl. There's a sense of paranoia that's kind of echoed in Panic Switch, which we spoke about. It permeates it lyrically. You know, they're being under siege and peering over your shoulder. It's quite a unique song in their catalogue, really. Like that massive use of strings. It's just it's something unique. It's something a little bit different. It's not that deep, but it's got a really nice like swag to it. It's just got some energy. I think maybe it's because it's come off the back of There's No Secrets this year. I like it a bit more. They kind of go together as a piece.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I agree with you on the whole, you know, string part of it and all that. I think it sounds good. I think it's really fucking good. I hear a lot of Jimmy Eat World on this one. The way there's just kind of like a straightforward kind of drum beat, the kind of thing that Zach does in Jimmy Eat World. The palm muted verses, big choruses that just kind of explode that Jimmy Eat World was doing, you know, on Bleed American and stuff like that. But
Oh, 100%.
I hear a lot of Jimmy Eat World on it. A lot of cool nuanced guitar parts too, you know, in the choruses, some cool synth stuff as well. I think the chorus is fucking solid, man. It's a solid fucking chorus. I dig it. And then yeah, it's just talking about being in a fucked up relationship and just realizing it, moving on, and then that's really what this song is to me. That is my interpretation of it. Lyrically.
Yeah, there's a lot of really good melodic choruses on this record. Like,
yeah.
There's a lot of
True.
pop melody on here, and that's not to be sniffed at all.
Are we sure about that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're sure.
Are you sure?
We are sure about that. Yeah. We are
Okay.
sure. So I like having
People
this.
Okay.
I do like having this backup because normally when Jeff doesn't like something, then he just like he bags on me. But now I have you're my backup, Skip. So, you know,
It's weird.
I'm not alone.
Ripping on Tyler.
yeah, I'm not alone for once.
It's nice
so.
to know you work alone, which is also a banger, by the way.
It is a banger, and we'll get into that one too. But
we will.
So this song, what do you got, Jeff?
We're okay. So let's just go to like the basics of just melody and the way our minds and ears perceive melody, right? And we're talking like, oh, this album's right full of melody. What the fuck? Are you fucking high? Is it too late over there in merry old jolly England? It can't be that late. Are you falling your head? If you just played this song and then stopped it after it was over and said, hey, can you just recall the melody that you heard? No, 99% of people would not be able to do it. You play him fucking Iron Man, right? Probably 99% of people could
Come
recite
on,
Iron Man.
that's
Hold on there,
just
dude.
not even a
Hold
fair
on there, dude.
comparison. Get
It is
outta
fair
here,
because
dude.
you both are like,
It
there's
is
so much
not.
melody here. The fuck you talking about? There's so much melody.
Oh my
Maybe you
God,
like the
dude.
melody, but don't say there's so much melody because there is not a melody here. All he fucking does is whisper talk.
He does
like this
yes.
shit. There's maybe some like vocal inflection there, but there's no fucking melody there. Get fucked. Get out of here. And that's
Get
the
fucked.
worst part about this song. Is there's nothing going for it. It's a cool little dark song. I get it. We got the orchestral thing under the riff, and it's gives you this uneasy thing, and you kind of like, oh, I don't know, I'm a little bit scared listening to this. But get out of here.
Bro,
the only thing that has, because that's a good fucking song. But get the fuck out of here! You tell me "Father of Mine" isn't a catchy song?
It is a catchy song.
Now you know
it is
you're
a catchy
fucking
song,
lying.
but it's
Santa Monica, "Father of
good.
Mine," leaps and bounds catchier than anything the Silversun Pickups has ever put out. Now I know you're lying. Now I know we're just joshing here. This is a joke song. This is a joke song. This is a joke band. That's it. There's no melody here. There's no fucking melody here. And like, oh, I like the chorus because it gets louder. Because instead of just whisper talking, he kind of just like whispers a little bit more aggressive and turns his mic up. Like, it's stupid. This is stupid. This is silly boy talk. Why are we even talking about this? This is silly boy talk.
Okay.
I do like, actually, there was one part too where they threw in like this little Midwest emo thing in the post chorus. I thought was really rad. But it's like, oh, so you guys like can play your instruments in a more like mathematical way. You just choose not to do it.
Choose not to, yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, actually, I did quite like this song, actually. I did. Yeah.
That was one part. It was like fucking 10 seconds. Not even, it was like 6 seconds. This song sucks.
All right. So, fuck.
Okay.
Where was it? That was...
I bet you fucking... If we ever get together, like in the three of us in one room, I'm going to fucking ask each and one of you if you can recite, like, just hum the vocal melody here. I fucking bet dollars, dude, hundreds of dollars, neither of you will be able to do it.
That's
but I like the melody so much, it's so good.
Ready for the siege.
I didn't say sing the melody, I said hum the melody. And not
What's the
as you
difference?
just fucking listen to it. There's a big difference because when you sing the lyrics, you can visualize the melody. I guess like people's brains work different, but for me, I can visualize the melody when I see
Okay.
the lines.
Okay. So that was your... Skip, that was your 3B, right?
That was my freebie. Yeah.
3B. Okay. So,
Or not.
another
3B.
song that it's my fourth banger, but it's nice to know you work alone. I assume that's
Number
a banger for you.
5.
Number
Should
5.
be.
Okay. So getting into that, I think this is a really rad groove. It just
it's a Weezer
trudges
song.
along.
That's a Weezer song.
It's not a Weezer
100%
song.
a
Get
fucking
the
Weezer
fuck
song.
out of here. It is not a Weezer song.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
No, it's not.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Weezer have they have no music that sounds like this. Like they have no beat that sounds like this. This is more like a stoner rock kind of beat. Are you sure you listen to the right song, Jeff? No, I'm talking about the beat and the bass line. I'm not talking about the guitar part. I'm talking about the driving part of the song, which is the bass and the beat. It's nothing like Weezer. This is more
That's a Weezer
stoner
song.
rock. This is more stoner rock than anything else. Yeah, okay, the
Just
guitar line.
just because the beat's a little bit more eclectic than what Pat normally plays, that guitar line's 100% a Weezer song, and the way it plays out, it's a Weezer song. Sorry, bud.
No. And just really fuzzy guitars on this one too, and I like how the chorus just really opens up as well. Just a great ethereal kind of feel with all the synth in there as well. I dig it, man. I dig this song a lot. I think it's killer. But what do you got, Skip?
As you said, it's got a thumping bass line, and like more importantly, like doing this different. There's a really cool call and response between Nikki and Brian here. Like they're interacting vocally. It's something they've never really done.
Except
across
they
the
sound
rest
the
of their
fucking same.
discography. Okay, but you can hear they're different, so that's fine. And Nikki sounds almost quite.
Well, hold on there, dude. You can hear two things going on at one time. It doesn't mean there's a difference between them. I can talk to myself. That's not the same guy.
But there's two vocalists going on here. and
No,
call and
there's two
response,
vocal
and
parts
Nikki's-
going on. Don't give them too much credit. There's two vocal parts going on.
Isn't he
Difference.
exhausting, Skip? Isn't he
How is there not a
exhausting?
difference? This is fucking retarded. Mark and Tom are different vocalists. Paul and John are different vocalists. You can hear the difference. Nikki and Brian are the same fucking person. They sound the same. He deliberately tries to sound like her. Is this crazy? Am I crazy? Tell me how I'm wrong. Explain to me how I'm wrong.
Skip's tired.
There's a
Instead of
call-
just
there's a
glossing
call
over
and
this right now,
response here.
just ask, explain to me how I'm incorrect in this.
No, I get it. They have a similar range. I'm not disagreeing with you.
But you just did.
There's a call and response here. No, I said there's a call and response here. Brian sings a bit higher in the chorus. The whole "my head is reeling," and there's some nice imagery. Sorry, the whole disembodied the infection, watermarks on the pillowcase. That's a really nice way of saying I cry at night. It's a really nice. It's like let's use 7 words instead of 2, but it's quite cool. And to me, like lyrically, this is about someone who's had a one night stand, and like the person they want more from that, and the other person is like, no, it's nice to know you work alone. You know, it's a bit of a sardonic. You know, the whole the overriding obsession to take it all and be on my way. So, all right, I'll just off a fuck then. It's nice to know you work alone. It's a little bit like it's a really dark sense of humour, and there's not a lot of humour in their music, so this is quite cool. And yeah, it's all about that thumping bass line, isn't it? And like like yes, they operate the same range, I get that, but that call and response is something they've never really done before or since. So it's a little bit unique in the catalogue. It's just got a little bit of there's something to it, man.
So you're both full of shit. I can prove right now you're both full of shit. Because when Skeebs joined Blink, and then when the call and response between Mark Hoppus and Matt Skiba sounded identical, you guys shit all over it. But all of a sudden, now it's a big call and response. There's a dynamic between the two, and Brian sings in a higher rate. He always fucking does. You're both full of shit. Skip, you like this band because you have a girl bass player. Straight up. Tyler likes this band because they're fucking boring, and he likes Deftones and they're fucking boring. That's it. We're done. Straight up. Because when Blink came out and Skeeves and Mark sounded the same, both you shit all over that. So they sound identical, but all of a sudden now it's a different story? Get fucked. Come on. Let's be real here. Let's be honest. We're not being honest.
Okay.
Exactly.
Look,
all right.
I'll tell you a secret. I'll make this
Tell me a
perfectly
secret.
clear. There's no secrets.
That's your favorite. I know, that's your favorite.
All right, so let's get into another banger for you. What do you got, Skip?
Well, I think we've done all my bangers. That's 6, isn't it?
Thank God.
Have we gone through them all? I think so. Yeah, I think you're right, actually. Yeah.
I have shit notes for every
Secrets,
song if you want to just go
Panic
through them.
Switch, Royal Weed, Growing Old, Nice to Know. And yeah, that's it.
I thought you guys would have liked sort of a little bit more. Sort of like.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. Sort of was on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's my 5 banger. Yeah, we didn't talk about that one.
I thought this was like the annoying little brother of Panic Switch.
It's an upbeat track. You know, a lot of like tom usage on the drums as well, looping, kind of fuzzed out bass line and all that. Love it, but I get it. It's very kind of like Panic Switch esque. I think it's a killer fucking song. The chorus gets massive, and just the way that the drums and the bass play off of each other in the pre-chorus is fucking awesome. I don't know. I think it's a really good song. I think it's a killer track.
It's sort of a good song. It reminds me a bit of Michael with that riff, and Brian sings high.
Bro, he always stops saying he sings high. He only sings high. You don't have to say that. It's like saying, "Hey, I'm talking right now," and then say what you say. He always sings high.
It exists.
Man, Jeff is fussy.
Dude, so fucking fussy.
Okay, it's fine. So I'm fine not talking about any other songs. I'm totally fine with that.
I was fine not talking about any of these songs before we even started doing this.
I wish we could talk about more about this record, but there's just nothing really written about this band or this album in
particular. The only point I want to make is the song Draining, the main melody, the whole drain is just we'll waste it on from Carnivas, but not as good.
Oh yeah, I for sure picked up on that. Absolutely, yeah. You're right.
Did 100%.
You? 100%. No, of course I fucking didn't. No.
That was almost convincing. Dude. That was almost convincing.
Literally no melody in either one of those songs. Of course
This is a song I would take off and put on. I'd put on Broken Bottles from Seasick instead of Draining, and it would be a slightly more fun record.
Bustin' balls.
That's it.
All right. So, I mean, this is a short episode. There's really not a lot to talk about with this band, unfortunately.
Dude, I hate all of these cover arts. I think they're all shit. I do. I think the cover
really
arts are
mind.
shit.
I don't think it's shit at all. I think it's just some of it's fine, but I don't think any of it's bad for shit.
The only
at
one,
all.
the only one that I think is kind of cool is Neck of the Woods, but that's only because it reminds me of like American football. Like that's
American
it. But
football.
that,
yeah,
that
you were gonna
record.
say
Yeah.
that.
everything else, I think, is just shit. It's just like, dude, this is so just like indicative of how boring this music is and how fucking shit your cover art is.
I don't think so. I think
Just
it's
no
just they're
thought
trying to be
whatsoever.
they're just trying to be a little bit overly artistic, and there's nothing wrong with that, I guess. But
It's like that
I
fucking
don't think
Italian dude that taped a
bad.
banana to the wall and everybody fucking lost their minds over it.
Or you mean like Velvet Underground just putting a
Wow.
fucking banana on their cover? Fucking stupid as hell for a stupid
Uh,
band.
Great band.
For a stupid
Great
band.
Easy there.
No,
Tiger.
no,
Calm
no,
down.
no, no,
Calm
no.
down. Calm
They have
down.
one good record, and it's not the first one. So
They have
Look,
two
Tyler, I think
perfect
we've actually
records.
really got on this episode. Normally, I'm the one ripping the shit out of you. Don't spoil it now. Okay.
I'm the one ripping the shit out of you. Oi. Good. Good.
Oy. Okay, so I don't know. Should we just give our final thoughts, wrap it up, give our
Yeah.
ratings? Okay,
There's
so
only a couple of tracks we've not spoken about, so we
Let's,
can.
let's get through them. Then.
I mean,
This is we're almost there. Just get through them. We wrote notes for him. Just do it. We don't have
Do we
skipples on
want
all the
to?
time. If you had notes for him, he
Sure.
wants to talk about them. Let's just get through them.
All right.
Okay,
So
let's-
Catch and Release. Catch and Release has some lyrical imagery that I quite enjoy. The lure, the fish, they're fishing, but it just sort of plods along. It's pleasant. It's not a banger. The best thing about it is a shitty metaphor about going fishing, which is not cool. It's not sexy. Okay, Brian, you're from the Midwest. You like fishing? Next song.
They all fish, bro.
Tyler, anything else to add?
yeah, I mean, yeah, the looping bass line is cool, but it just doesn't hit that hard. The song's fine. It's one of the
fine.
weakest songs on the whole record. Yeah.
And Jeff hates it. So
I honestly, I thought this was like
Oh God, you're
the
the,
most
worst, Jeff.
middle. Like, there's nothing horrible about this song. I think there are horrible things about other songs. I didn't find anything horrible with this song. Dude, there's some cool
Now he
broken drum
contradicts.
beats
Now
here.
Jeff
There's some
contradicts.
fun stuff here. Well, maybe it's just like my you know, nature just to go against whatever everybody else says. But this is I'm gonna move this up to banger.
You're such a
Just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
Then we didn't talk about
leaves,
the last song,
leaves
Surrounded.
or spiraling. Yeah, which to
Yeah.
me, this is the definition of an album ender. There's some nice texture. It exists. There's some melody. The lead guitar break is really nice. Is that kind of 3-note break? It's
Oh, yeah.
cool. It's simple, but it's like compare it to Common Reactor, like the end of the album prior, Carniverse, which has this like it's a breezy pop song and it goes fucking all out noise crescendo. Like this is just it's a disappointment. And like, it's the fucking dictionary. You look up "Oh Hell to End a Record" in a really standard way. There's Surrounded or Spiraling. Like it just feels like this is the definition of this record, which you've taken Carniverse and you've sanded off all the interest, all the soft focus fuzz, and you've gone, oh, just do a 90s alt rock record. And oh, look, Butch Vig's producing you now because you sound exactly like the fucking Smashing Pumpkins. It's just, it's polished, but it's shallow. You know, it's like your new reflecting pool. It's blue and it's shiny. It's fucking shallow, man.
But
You
it's
can stand up in
shit.
it. Yeah.
Yes. It's shit and an embarrassment. Yes, you're
Had
right.
to
That
get
is
a political dig in there, didn't I?
that's
Of
our
course I did.
reflecting
Of
pool
course.
and this
I've got a
fucking
whole
band.
2 hours without mentioning you tremendous president. There I am.
We get yelled at. I'm fucking these people on YouTube always get mad at us. Well, some people like Donald Trump. You shouldn't be mad. Like, fuck
Mhm.
out of here. That one
It's
little
true,
bitch
yeah.
on YouTube.
Some
Good
people
lord.
like
Yeah.
swimming in their own shit.
Fuck off.
Some
bro.
somebody
yell
on
at me for
YouTube
that?
kept calling us like a liberal, like we should stop listening to liberal media and blah blah blah. It's like, come on. Like you clearly don't listen to us. Like when we talk, But
Idiot.
But anyway, yeah, Surrounded. I mean, this song doesn't even need to be on the record. It's just more of the same. And this album needs to be cut down, like significant. Like if this was like a solid 40 minutes, 40 minutes, yeah, that'd be good. That'd be really good.
There's a perfect
But then
record,
you'd only
isn't
have
it?
like, 7 songs, and to
Fine.
them that's an EP. To them that's an EP. But
Focus on the word
yeah,
extended.
anyway.
Extended player. Every song
Yes.
is fucking extended.
It's true. So let's give our final thoughts on the record. Let's rate the record based off of our world famous 3-point rating system, where 3 is a perfect album, 2 is a good album you're going to continue to listen to. 1 is a bad album, but give it a shot. And 0 is the worst thing you've ever heard. What do you got, Jeff?
I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, here we go, huh? Here we go. Yes, I've cracked the code. Skip likes his band because they have a girl bass player, and she gave him a pick. And Tyler likes his band because he likes the shitty Deftones, and this is a pathetic attempt at trying to beat the shitty Deftones. So I get why both of you like it. I'm not surprised at Tyler. I am disappointed at Skip because Skip only likes like a handful of bands, but they're all like good bands, right? They're all like the best of all time.
There's only 4 bands in the whole world I like.
Yeah, exactly. But they're fucking the best, right? They're considered like the goats. I'm not even mad. I'm disappointed. Okay, that's what I'm with you.
Thanks, Dad.
This is wild stuff, dude. This is, and I give this ranking because I don't think that this is important in the scope of media in general. This is a 1, dude. You don't need this. You can listen to this one time. The bangers on this, like, okay, yeah, they're cool, but it's just not that interesting. There's nothing going on here. You take this out of the zeitgeist of music, and what did we lose? We lost nothing. We might have gained more than we've lost. Yeah, like, why do this? This is silly. This is silly boy talk. I feel like you guys have been duped. You're drinking the Kool-Aid. There's something happening over here. I don't understand what is happening here. And I tried, and this week was tough. A lot of these records I had to do 2 times because I couldn't get through it the first time because it was so fucking dumb. And man, there's no redeeming qualities about this band. Like if Brian had this Instagram account where it was really cool and he did this other thing that's like, oh, actually I like following him on Instagram because he's really unique, and or their cover arts were badass, or their producers were more into like Butch Vig. Like, oh my god, okay, come on, fuck off, who cares? Good lord, yes. It's like hiring Michael Beinhorn, right? Like, oh, we only got him and made a good record. Obviously, it's going to be fucking sonically great. Yes, I get it. How ambitious of you. Fuck off. This is stupid, dude. I'm tired of talking about this.
I like how you bring up Butch Vig, but he had literally nothing to do with this record.
But that's what this band does. They just piggyback on a sound that's already been done and tried for 30, 40 years prior to them. And like, I don't like My Bloody Valentine. I don't like shoegaze. It's just not my thing. Slow Dive, all of these bands, I don't like them. But this is dumb, dude. This is a stupid attempt at even trying to be those things. Sorry.
All right, Skip, what do you got? Final thoughts, and what would you rank this record?
I think it's interesting that we've talked about Butch Vig a lot, and I genuinely did not realise that he produced their later records, and the irony being is that the records that aren't produced by Butch Vig sound more like records that Butch Vig produced, which is, it's so weird. They brought him on and they went, let's not do that thing that you're good at and we're good at. It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
That's by the by. So, I got this record in real time, and coming off Carnivass, I was disappointed, but it's a good record. It's not great. It's not a perfect by any stretch of means. There's no stinkers, but there's songs that they're skippable songs. I much prefer the soft focus shoegaze. I am a shoegaze man. Jeff is not, and that's subjective. That's just how it is. Like, and I think shoegaze is a particularly Britland form of music, because you're required to be really up yourself but also really unconfident at the same time. It's literally named after people staring at the guitar pedals because they can't make eye contact, but also making huge orchestral music. So there's that mixture of being a wanker but also like never getting laid at the same time, which is quintessentially English. And it is interesting that an American band basically were like, we can't do this anymore, like because we want to be fucking the Foo Fighters, and they went off in a really generic electro pop rock Imagine Dragons direction. I think we can all agree on that. This is the last album of theirs that's special in any sense. It's massively indebted to Billy and the Smashing Corgans, but also I think it's a lot better than anything that Billy and the Smashing Corgans have written since Zeitgeist. And like, I'm sorry, like some of the electronic stuff they've done is better. Like, Better Nature is better than Kier, how you want to pronounce it, in terms of melding synths and electronic rock. Like, that was shit, and Better Nature did it in a better way, whilst also being indebted to Billy and the Smashing Corgans. You know, bands can wear their hearts on their sleeve, can wear their influence on their sleeve, and this is very indebted to a certain 90s band that like Breaking Fruit. But it's not perfect by any sense of the means. But I disagree with Jeff. Everyone should listen to this. There's a lot to be taken away, especially decent cans, a lot of texture.
I gave it a 1. That means you should listen to it.
I give it a 2.3. I have it on vinyl, but I will always take Carnivass and Pykel over this. This is a distant third to those two. 2.3 out.
Do you like Slow Dive?
They're okay.
So
My shoegaze taste is like I've seen my buddy Valentine live several times and lost many.
Then it's definitely like a UK thing. People do like shoegaze over here, but like it's got to be a fucking UK thing.
It's a very, as I said, it's a very British genre, and I get it. It's like trip hop. Trip hop's a very British genre, and we're not going down a massive attack hole right now. But yeah, 2.3 out of 3. Tyler, over to you. Round it out.
Okay. Yeah, I think this is a good record. I think it's a really good record. It's I don't know. I can't really say any more than what I already did. I just enjoy it. I don't think it's breaking boundaries. I don't think it's really inspiring anybody else. You could hear their influences very obviously, especially with the Smashing Pumpkins, Jimmy Eat World. I could hear a lot of that. Modest Mouse, a little bit of Arctic Monkeys as well. Not really a big fan of Arctic Monkeys or Modest Mouse. I know that Jeff has a meltdown when I say that, but
it's stupid. That's why it's stupid.
Velvet Underground definitely on there. Velvet Underground definitely an influence as well.
Yeah, oh yeah. I could hear that, but I mean,
Tyler loves.
I just don't like outside of their self-titled record, which is their only good record. Yeah, I don't like Velvet Underground.
Just give your rating for this shit band and stop talking about your shit.
I just want to talk shit
and good music that you think is fucking terrible.
All right, I'll give this record
the length of this episode.
I will give this record a 2.25 out of 3. I would get it on vinyl. I've just never seen it in the wild. I don't think there's any current pressing that's easily
you don't have
readily
it?
available.
I thought you had this one.
No, I don't have any. No, nothing from them.
Oh, wow.
So, but I'm on the lookout.
You're both still gonna sit there and say ooh, the Harms were so good in this, but then act like Skeeves and fucking Hoppus were such a shit show. Okay, let's move on. That makes sense.
I'm not saying that the Harms are fantastic or perfect.
Good Lord. I sound identical. Not harmed. You're just talking to yourself.
All right. So thank you all for listening. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Give us 5 stars on there. Tell all your friends. Thank you, Skip, for joining us. I know it's late night for you over in England, but yeah, it was a good one. It was a good time.
I've really enjoyed it. Oh, what's Jeff? He's raging.
What's he doing?
I'm not raging. We're done. That rage is over, dude. I'm starting my night here.
Done against the machine. Cool. Rage against the pod.
Rage against the pod.
That's it. That's all.
That's it. That's all.